Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I would like to give a special thanks to South Dade Kia for giving me time with the 2022 Kia K5 GT. If you're in the market for a Kia, you can come check out South Dade Kia and they will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. But let's talk about pricing here for the Kia K5 GT. Starting price is at $31,190, including destination. This one stickers for $37,290. But let's talk about the front fascia of the Kia K5 GT. Let's talk about the exterior styling here of the Kia K5 GT. As you guys can see, very aggressive styling here. Looking here at the tiger nose grille, very sharp styling. I like the pattern that Kia uses here. There's his front-facing camera with the newer Kia emblem. I like the white exterior color with the black trim. And also there's front parking sensors, and over here is for the driver's assistance, radar control. There is LED fog lights here at the lower part of the fascia. Looking at the headlights here, there are an LED projector with an LED daytime run light with an automatic low and high beam, which is an LED. Also with this LED turn signal. I want you guys to comment down below in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think about the exterior styling of the K5. Looking at the side proportions, this has a 112.2 inch wheelbase with an overall length of 193.1. So Kia did get the proportions right here in the mid-size sedan segment. Looking at these tires and rims here, these are a 245/40 P0 all-season tire. They're wrapped in this 19-inch rim design. Very aggressive rim design here. I think Kia is killing it here with their cars and SUVs. There's also the GT Pacific brakes here to give this thing really good stopping power. And there's also these large rotors here. Looking here at the mirror cap is a gloss black with an LED side marker. And up top, Kia does offer this large panoramic sunroof here with this black finish to it, which looks really nice here with the white exterior color. And this area right here reminds me of the Kia Stinger, which gives it that fastback design. There's also this integrated rear spoiler here. Looking at these taillights here, they're a LED combination, which is an incandescent turn signal and incandescent reverse light, but the brake lights are a full LED. There's a GT badge here, the Kia emblem, backup camera, and it's like open up the trunk here. We'll talk about that in a few seconds. There's a K5 badge, and looking down here, Kia does give this model of the K5 quad tip exhaust because this is the performance model. It's also rear parking sensors and this aggressive rear diffuser here. Open up the cargo back here, press that button there, and it reveals 16 cubic feet of space. It's not the biggest in the segment, and that belongs to the Honda Accord. There's this cargo net back here, and underneath the load floor here, Kia does give you a temporary spare tire instead of a fix-a-flat kit. And you can also fold the seats down to do a 60/40 split via these tabs here. But overall, let's hop into the interior of the Kia K5. Sitting inside the interior of the Kia K5 GT, this one's fully loaded here. As you guys can see, very upscale and modern looking cabin. My model has the black interior with the red stitching and piping. As you guys can see, very nice cabin layout like I mentioned. If you guys want to get a different color, Kia does offer a chestnut brown. I showed you guys that a while back, but reaching here to shut the door of the K5. The push button is right here on the actual dash. Once you guys turn the car on, you guys can hear that 2.5 liter four-cylinder will come to life. It does have a nice snarl from it, but looking here at the materials on the door panel, pretty decent material. There is 2-person memory seats with this aluminum painted door handle. Over here's your window control. It is auto up, auto down for all 4 windows. There's your mirror controls here, lock controls. This area is going to be nice and padded. There's additional cup holder space and storage. This does have the Bose audio sound system, which sounds pretty good. The dimmer switch, lane keep assist, traction control, and there's the trunk release button right there. This is a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. It does offer a decent amount of range and adjustability. There's a new Kia emblem here in the actual airbag cover. Over here is for your voice and volume controls. Your driver's assistant features are over here. There's paddle shifters for that 8-speed wet dual clutch transmission. There's your headlight stock and turn signal stock. Wind wiper stock is right there. Over here in the center gauge is just going to have analog, and there's a small helper screen here. Unfortunately, you guys have told me in other reviews that Kia does offer a full digital display in the other markets, but here in America we do not get that. The materials on the dash are going to be a hard touch plastic here on the instrument panel, but I do like this 10.25 inch display here. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but unfortunately there is no wireless capability. There's a wired capability but not wireless. As you guys can see, the touch response is just super impressive. Very bright screen. I love the way it looks. Going into the Kia interface, as you guys can see, there's these light purple icons here, very bright. On the side there's these touch sensitive controls here. There's a volume knob, but there's no tuning knob. Surprisingly, Kia didn't offer that. There's the air vents here. This also has dual climate control. Like I mentioned, this one's fully loaded, so it does have 3-level heated and cool seats. There's a heated steering wheel function. Parking sensor button is here. You can access the camera via this button here. Electronic parking brake, auto hold. Putting the vehicle into reverse, it does reveal a top-down 360 view with trajectory, distance markers. There is front and rear parking sensors. Kicking it down here over to the left, there's a manual mode in the transmission. Put it back into park. The shifter does feel nice to hold. There's two USB ports right there. They're type A, not type C ports. There's also a 12 volt. My iPhone 13 Pro Max does fit in this area right here. The materials on the desk, like I mentioned, pretty decent materials. I like this aluminum like trim here. The glove compartment does offer a large storage. And above me, there is this large panoramic sunroof. Some other competitors do not offer that feature. I'm talking about the Honda Accord. But once it opens up, it does let light into the cabin. The seats are supportive and comfortable. They're very aggressive, bolstered compared to a normal K5. The center armrest here does feel nice and padded. Open it up, it does reveal a 12 volt with a good amount of storage. There's a wireless phone charger here. This is your drive mode selector, which shows you sport, normal, sport plus. It turns off the actual traction control, and there's a custom mode. But overall, the interior of the K5 GT does feel very premium and very modern. But this one does not have that nice chestnut interior color combination that I showed you guys a while back. Getting into the back seat here of the Kia K5, be very cautious getting into the back seat. I say that because there's this sloping roof design here, and keep in mind guys, I'm only 5'8", but once I get back here, I do have a good seating position. The seats do feel very plush and very comfortable, and there is this large panoramic sunroof. Some other competitors in the segment do not offer that feature. I'm talking about the Honda Accord, but looking down here, as you guys can see, Kia says you get around 35.2 inches of legroom. I have plenty of foot space underneath the driver's seat. There is two map pockets for storage. There's rear air vents here. There's also two USB ports. They're type A, not type C ports. The floor back here is not flat, but you can fit a middle passenger here if you would like. And above me, like I mentioned, there is this panoramic sunroof here to let light into the cabin. Looking at the door panel materials, they're pretty decent materials with this aluminum accented door handle. The switch gear does feel really nice. There's some red stitching here on the door panel. This area here is going to be nice and padded. There's also additional cup holder space here. Pulling this armrest down, it does reveal two cup holders and a nice area to rest your elbows. But overall, the back seat of the K5 does feel spacious, but it's not class leading like the Honda Accord. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Kia K5. Kia will offer this with two powertrains. The base models get a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. That powertrain produces 180 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and you can get all-wheel drive on the base powertrain. Unfortunately, you cannot get all-wheel drive here on the 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. This powertrain here makes 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy is rated at 24 in the city, 32 on the highway, and 27 combined. And like I mentioned, you guys want all-wheel drive, you have to go for the base powertrain. Kia does not offer all-wheel drive on the performance model of the GT. And if you guys want a hybrid powertrain, you have to look at the other competitors in the segment because Kia does not offer that as of this filming. So starting the driving scene off here in the 2022 Kia K5 GT, let's talk about the powertrain specs. Kia will offer this with two powertrains. The base models get a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. That powertrain makes 180 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. That's a pretty adequate powertrain, but if you guys want to have more power, like this one, this is the 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which makes 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. And that dual clutch is paired beautiful with this powertrain. The base powertrains do not get the dual clutch. Unfortunately, it has an 8-speed torque converter automatic. Let's talk about the visibility here out of the K5. Great visibility. You also have these nice slits here so you can see around the actual mirrors here. Pretty good sized mirrors. It does have blind spot monitoring, Kia's driver's assistance, which includes lane keeping assist, rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring. Also with emergency braking and forward collision warning. So good driver's assistance from the K5, but this thing is a monster. This is a monster under sheep's clothing, honestly, because you pull up to someone and you don't know that this is a GT model, they're gonna smoke you. Kid you not, they're gonna smoke you. I do want to compare a Honda Accord 2.0 to this, so you guys have to give me some more time. I want to compare them because me driving them both back to back, the 2.0 is really good from the Honda, but it makes less horsepower compared to the K5 here. But as you guys can see here, this thing is full of tech. I like the 10.25 inch display here. It's a very bright screen. As you guys can see, it does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but unfortunately you did not get that fully digital display like you do on the Sonata Inline. So if that's a deal breaker for you, you have to look at the sister vehicle, which is the Inline. I think that has 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds. So the 0 to 60 time in the Sonata is very serious because of those summer performance tires that Hyundai puts on the Sonata Inline. But this powertrain is a good powertrain. It's sampled in the Genesis products as well, but the Genesis GV70 that I tested, that had the base 2.5 liter, but it did not have the dual clutch. I think Genesis should reconsider adding the dual clutch to that powertrain, because the 8-speed torque converter was a little bit sluggish to shift around the power, but in the Genesis it makes, I think, 300 horsepower instead of 290. But as you guys can see here, the cabin is very upscale, very premium, and very modern. The seats in here, they're aggressively bolstered, but the seats in the inline feel more aggressive compared to these seats here. And my model also has 3-level heated and cooled seats. The last one that I showed you guys, which had the chestnut interior, that one only had heated seats. This was a fully loaded, decked out GT here, because it has the heated and cooled seats. I like that it does offer a wireless phone charger. My iPhone 13 Pro Max does fit in a wireless phone charger there, so I like that Kia does offer nice premium features. And this also has a panoramic sunroof. Some other competitors don't even offer a panoramic sunroof, but this car is freaking fast, and I love the performance. And this is with the car in sport mode. If you guys put it in Sport Plus mode, it turns off the traction, and you will leave 2 skid marks in the road. I drove this car plenty of times. I love the performance. Let's talk about fuel economy really quick. It's ready to get 24 in the city, 32 on the highway, and 27 combined. Kia does not offer a hybrid powertrain. I'm not sure why, but if you guys want a hybrid powertrain, you have to look at the other competitors. I think Kia should reconsider offering a hybrid powertrain to get some of the sales from the other competitors. I think the top seller in that segment is the Toyota Camry. So if you guys want to get a hybrid powertrain, like I mentioned, you have to look at the other competitors, which is kind of a bummer. I think Kia should reconsider offering that hybrid option. I've seen like 4 Escalades. How many people? Dude, it's like 4 different Escalades, different models. Oh my God, that's so crazy. And I know this is not about the K5, but Cadillac just showed the Escalade V. I've been saying it for years that they're going to do a high performance version of the Cadillac. They had to. They honestly had to. But back to the review here of the K5. Let's put the vehicle into its Sport Plus mode. Let's come to the stop sign first. But Kia makes it very simple to launch this thing. You turn off the traction control here. Of course, put it in the Sport Plus mode, put on the brake and accelerator. Okay, it's not letting me do the launch, maybe because I'm kind of at a downhill. Let's try it again. Bloopers. Put on the brake and accelerator. Okay, no, it's not gonna let me do it. I messed up. Let me turn everything back on. This is kind of odd because normally this system is not finicky like the Sonata inline, which is very strange to do a launch control in that car. You have to adjust the RPMs. You have to make sure that the temperature is right outside just to get that thing to launch. Let's try it here and see what happens. It says launch control not required, but anyway. Whoa. This thing was getting sideways in the front. This thing is a serious sheep in clothing, man. I tell you, this is a monster. Let me just try again. Let me turn everything back on. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I haven't driven one of these cars in God knows how long. It's been a while though. Okay, let's put it back into normal mode here. Let's turn everything back on. Okay, I'm gonna put it in Sport Plus. I'm gonna hold the traction control button. Put on the brake and accelerator. It's not gonna let me do it. I'm not sure why. Holy I just left 2 black marks in the road, and this thing is a serious freaking hauler, man. I'm telling you, if you guys want to put your family in here and surprise them with the launch control, Kia is just offering something different. I think this is the only car in the segment besides the Sonata inline that has a launch control. No other mid-size sedan in the segment offers that feature. But if you guys are looking for something different and you want the power and warranty, the K5 GT is a great option. After spending time with the 2022 Kia K5 GT, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram @Drive1Reviews and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next review.